Just quick disclaimer before we kick off, guys. So ASX Trader, myself, Master of the Markets, is an authorized representative of ASX Australia, and this is for general educational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. So just a little bit about me. I've got a Bachelor of Education. I'm a certified financial technician and a certified level 1 Elliotician as well. All right, let's dive into it. So quick apology for not getting the video out last week. It was my wife's 40th, so we were away on the weekend. We did finish on the Wednesday. However, then we ended up getting sick. So then I wasn't feeling well. And then I've been in Oz CryptoCon. Absolutely amazing there, guys. Make sure you're there at the next one. And had a great talk there. I'll show you a quick photo here. So yeah, there's me on stage here that's showing Coin Stash. And as you can see, it's a pretty packed crowd. It was a awesome experience, and love obviously from these videos educating people and trying to help people as much as I can as well. So like I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, guys, if you remember the last video I did 2 weeks before I went away on the holidays on the 12th of November, I said chart of the week was crypto. Okay, because I said, you know what, I'm like a surfer. I go where the surf is hot. The surf was not good in crypto from March until September. It is good there now. And when the surf's there, you're looking at the best surf in the world once it's on. So that's why I said my focus has been more on crypto for the last few weeks than it has been the stock market. Doesn't mean I don't trade the stock market. It just means that I probably spend 70% of my time on crypto and probably 30%, whereas normally it kind of is more the other way, 80% stocks and 20% when crypto's not doing well. So I could keep an eye on it, but I don't really trade it until it's hot. But if you look at a few charts and things I've posted from there, some things have been absolutely rocketing. So DOT was one that I talked about back here at $4.20, and it's more than doubled. And for my risk reward, that's been more than a 30 to 1 trade now. It's gone up to 10 something since then. That's me risking 1%, like I talked about last time, to make 30%. So I've grown my whole account 30% just on one trade. So you can imagine what it's happened on having multiple trades open as well. XRP was one I talked about here where, last time I got called this breakout, called this top, and I was talking about the fact that, I'm not a massive fan of the fundamentals. I know some people love it. It probably is true. I just haven't dove deep enough into it to know. I'm just more of a charts person. And all the things I was seeing before this breakout here, I was seeing again on this breakout. And then from there, we've had an absolute ripper. And that one's, again, more than doubled since the breakout as well. Cardano, a whole bunch of ones. So, guys, if you're not over in that space, as you guys know, I just go where the money's hot, and it's hot right now. So, it's had a bit of, you might want to wait for a bit of a pullback, etc. But yeah, if you're not surfing the crypto, eyes on. Anyway, let's kick off with the stock market for now. So apologies because I was going to mention this one on the video, but I didn't end up getting around to it, but PAR. So I do the weekly trades on a Wednesday. So I would have mentioned it with you guys on the Tuesday, and then on the Wednesday I talked about it with my group. And you've got here, I was looking for this change of market structure here. This is where I talked about it. As you can see, I bought as it broke up and retested here, and then she shot up. So let's look at that one now. So this is what I was looking at, just the change of market structure. Got it here. I got on here on the Thursday, so I did the call on the Wednesday. It closed up, got on the next day at the 26.5, as you can see right there on the retest, and then boom, she's had an absolute ripper, and it was up over 50% yesterday. The reason why I was looking at it is if you zoom out, we were back down at our historic lows, and how charts move and what they love to do is they love to get people capitulated. So as you can see here, major support. And what I love to always look for is whenever you break a major support or resistance, it's for two reasons: to continue the trend or grab liquidity. So whenever you break down or up and then you come back within, you've got to wonder why that exists. Okay, and 9 times out of 10, if it breaks down and changes market structure back up, you'll find it's a pretty major bottom. So that's why I was looking at that zone for a change of market structure and looking at it there. And that's why it has absolutely taken off from there as well. And then on top of that, you had your bullish divergence coming off the lows here as well. So on this ending diagonal here, you had your nice bullish divergence. Volume's starting to come in. I would like to see a bit more come in, but a nice good right there. So yeah, that one's been an absolute ripper. NVX, it's been our baby for a while now. Been one that we've been talking about again. Everything I've called this Appen 2.0 because I believe it will move as fast as Appen did. I can't really go into why because I'd have to teach you a multiple hour lesson around relative strength and how you can find ones that will beat the benchmark, etc. But that's how I identified Appen last time we got a 10 bagger. That's what I'm seeing here on NVX as well. Okay, again, you got beautiful bullish divergence, bullish divergence. You've got a change of market structure on the weekly now, which is fantastic, which means that we don't have to check it every day now. As you can see here, this is what we talked about, that we hadn't had a change of market structure yet. We had the zig, we wanted the zag to appear, we wanted the 382, and I said, that's fine. Not ideal that it went a bit lower than that, but as long as it held the 618, this is where we were last time on the video. So you can see that's Monday. We were here, right here, Tuesday. And that's literally the line I drew on the last video. I said, we want to see a bouncing up to 618 because buyers, 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 buyers. If buyers don't step in here, we would wonder what's going on. They did. They've changed market structure. Now the whole thing has become a non-failure swing, which is a reversal pattern, which means that we've put in a reversal, which means we're either going to get a major bottom or a move up to the zag zone. Okay, as you can see, we've got fantastic volume coming in. We've got we had bullish divergence off the low to come in. So what I'd be looking for now, people are wondering where's the target. Okay, so it's not just correcting this wave because that's what that was. So now we're going higher than that wave. So where we actually pull it out from now is from the last time we had that change of structure, which was back here. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll pull that up and we can start to look at our minimum targets. So what I'd be looking for now is an easy move up to at least $1.59, $1.60, $1.92, and in particular, this kind of zone here will catch me out because as you can see, there was a lot of buying that happened in here. Okay, so we should have a nice clear run, $1.60 minimum, but it should really get up to around here without any dramas at all before we start to get a bit more of a pullback. Okay, so we should start to get a bit of a move there, but I would keep an eye on that $1.60. I'm not worried about here at all. Not even going to think about taking profit there. I'm not going to be looking at anything until up here, unless along the way we get a change of market structure. That's a different story. But the roadmap now is up to around here, and I do not stray from that roadmap unless the data tells me to, which means that it changes market structure on its journey there. You know, if you're going from driving to Sydney to Melbourne and you're driving down the road that you go, it's upset I'm going to Melbourne. I'm driving the road. Why would it be anything? Unless I did a U-turn and started driving back the other way. Then you'd be like, hang on, you said you're going to Melbourne. Why'd you do a U-turn? You know, and that's the thing you do. So you've got a roadmap, but this is why I get messages all the time on Facebook. Oh, what's your target? I don't like to give targets because people that don't know technical analysis don't understand. They latch onto it and go, you said the hold till $2.20. And if it gets to $2 and then puts in a reversal, I know to get out, but they don't. And then they hold the whole thing down again, which is why I don't like to give targets, because all I do is I have areas of interest where I think it will go to, but at the end of the day, I follow the data, and data can change at the drop of a hat. You know, some announcement can come out tomorrow and all of a sudden something happens and this changes. Okay, but right now everything is looking phenomenal, and right now the data is fantastic, and that's what I care about. And the data tells me it should come up to here. So unless something changes between now and then that's my plan. Okay, and that's really the easy way to kind of explain it. So well done if you got on it back in the day. We got on here at 56 cents. Then I said take profit on the short term here because we're up at the fib 618, which we did, and then back in. I sold in the short-term trading account, still holding the swing in the long term. So I haven't touched them at all, which is what I talked about. And I haven't added back into the short-term trading. So yeah, but it's fine. I've got more than enough in the other ones. So yep, just going to ride the swings on that one now. I just want to talk about silver because I can see a lot of people like, oh, why? Because what we don't know is silver is extremely bullish, and my long-term outlook has not changed at all. I have a massive chunk of my long-term portfolio in silver, and that is not changing. Okay, the long-term outlook for it and the long-term TA for it is extremely bullish. What we don't know is the short-term, so the daily, the minor trend. So there's three trends: minor, secondary, and primary, which is the long term, secondary, which is your kind of months to several months, and then your minor is your day-to-day fluctuations, which are the ones Dow says to ignore because they're heavily manipulated. This here is a major bottom. What we don't know is that the end of wave 2, or is this an ABC, ABC, and then you're going to get like a running flat like that? Like, are we going to get some kind of correction there before we go ballistic, or is this a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it goes ballistic? So both are bullish, just one is more bullish really soon, and one is we could correct still for a bit before we go. Either way, you're in historic buying for long term, which is why I haven't even flinched on the long term. What I am flinching on is the short term. That's what I'm not sure about yet. Okay, so what you can see here is you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, okay, which is your leading diagonal. Then you can see you've got your ABC here, which is correcting that move down to your zag zone. Then you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this here could be an A, B, C. So, okay, we could have the A and then A, B, C, A, B, C. Then what you could get is your 5 running flat before taking off. An example of that would be what happened on the SP 500 back at the, it happens often at the beginning of the big move. It's what happened here. Okay, so see, you had your first move up, corrected, took out the high, everyone got bullish, then it comes back in and shakes everyone out before going ballistic. Okay, the running flat or the expanded flat, that's what they're designed to do. They're designed to shake out the weekend. So that's the weekly candles. That's what I'm looking at on the monthly candles with silver. So this is the bearish case, which you can still see is bullish. It's just prolonged bullish. All right, so what we could have here is that same thing. So you've had your move up, and then what it could do is A, B, take out a high and come back in before going. Okay, which is where you get everyone on the wrong side, come back in, shake them out. Everyone's like, oh, it's not. They go off on some other shiny object. The next minute, boom, the thing's moving like this. The other thing it could be is a 1, 2, 1, 2, which is extremely bullish. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then it goes absolutely ballistic. We don't know which one it is until more data comes in. So the thing is, and this is where I've been caught off before, where I try and be too smart trying to time the smaller time frames, is that I'll sell here and go, oh, I'll get back in on the thing, and I miss it, and then it goes. And I put all the work in knowing that on the bigger time frames, it's really historically bullish, historically undervalued, and it's going to take off. And then I miss it. And I'm like, I put all that work in and then I miss it because of that kind of thing. Okay. So what I've learned is try not to be too fancy. Just aware in the short time frame, there could be more pain. There could not be. Okay. It might just be right now we get a move down to here and we could find a bottom in this box right here. Okay, so we could find a bottom in here and then poof, it goes absolutely ballistic. But like I said, the other option is it could come a bit further down and correct a bit more, shake out the weekends or not. Personally, if I was the market maker, that's what I would do. Too many people flip bullish there, and it kind of got me a bit like, okay, everyone's kind of euphoria and we're just breaking into public participation. You don't get euphoria in the beginning of the public participation. Whereas doing this will shake them out. And then when it does go next time, they're going to be burnt from that time and be like, oh, no, it's a fake out again. Okay, it's very similar to what happened to uranium before it broke out. So, went to break out, oh, it's a fake. Right, fake out, fake out, fake out. And then it finally does go. By the time it does go, people have given up on it, So, yeah, I just wanted to show that one as well. Another one I talked about 2 weeks ago was hydrogen. So again, showing similar things as well. Similar to what happened with par there. Major support broke. Why has it then come back up on bullish divergence, see it better on the daily. Like look at the volume coming in here off this low here. So you've had a nice break up, change your market structure up. Hydrogen's looking really good there, along with the American one, HYDR as well. Same thing. So you've come major support broken down, come up, retest support, and looking to go on beautiful volume. So guys, if your eyes aren't on hydrogen, it should be. That they're the two ETFs. I haven't looked into the individual stocks, but if there's any that you really like the fundamentals of or that you think look good, please comment in the section below. And if anything stands out, I will post it on Facebook and Twitter, anything that's looking to break out. So if you know of any good hydrogen ones that are looking good, I haven't dived down the rabbit hole yet, but yeah, if anything's that you think's worth my attention, drop it in the comments below. Okay, another one that I really like is PointsBet. So, you know, I've been talking about this one for a while, done a few memes around the Shack and stuff. So talked about it here at the 47 cents, which is when I first bought, then talked about it when it broke up here as well, then talked about when it broke up here as well. But what we're now doing is breaking out above here as well. And this is a big level, this $1 mark. I just want to show you why. All right, so this is the major COVID low bottom here that you are getting back through here. So if we can get up through here, get a nice weekly close through there, you're getting back through this major support resistance and getting up through there. And there's some phenomenal volume coming in here and on the daily here as well. So yeah, absolute ripper. It's been a great one for me. And yeah, I've talked about this one multiple times. Gave so many different entries with good risk to rewards. So yeah, absolute ripper. And again, showing massive relative strength. So could be an Appen 3.0 too. So knowing that Novanix is looking good, Graphite Player looking a couple of, as I've talked about, SYR was one really waiting for it to get up above here. It still hasn't. All right. So we're waiting for it to get through this level. Remember, so this is an ending diagonal. It's just when does it finish is the question. It's getting really close. So we just want to see it change market structure. So as I talked about here, they're selling higher, but now we need them to buy higher and get through here. So I talked about the fact that we need to get through this 34 before we change market structure, before we get our reversal. It never happened. It got damn close, never got there. Okay, well, I was looking for that because then we would have had a non-phase swing reversal out of the wedge, and that would have been a no-brainer. But no, it's rejected. Come in. So yeah, and still till that still happens, nothing to talk about there. TLG, same thing. This one shot up. It's come down and filled the gap. So really, we want to see it bounce off this level now because we've filled the gap. So we want to see that come up here and change. And once it gets through this 67, you've got your change of market structure as well. So keep an eye on that one. Sonic Health. Talked about this one for a while. Looking pretty good here. Want to see breakout through here. So as you can see here, change of market structure, higher high, buying higher. So see they're buying here, they're selling here. So up, consolidation, does it break up from here? It's looking like it wants to. Volume's tapering off a little bit here, but it's still looking okay. Yeah, so might chill for a bit more, but definitely one to keep an eye on if it does get a close above that 28.40, because what you'll also be getting is a breakthrough decline, change of market structure, as you can see here. That's what you're always looking for. Old support, future resistance, boom, change of market structure through it. Textbook stuff you take every day of the week. Okay, so fundamentally pretty undervalued as well. Keep an eye on Sonic Health. All right, I'll leave it there, guys. But yeah, again, crypto is still something I'm keeping an eye on. So historically, after Bitcoin shows its hand and takes out the all-time high from the mid-cycle top, it'll pump up for a few weeks, and then it will get to a level and start to consolidate and even maybe retrace a bit. Then money will start to rotate into alts, and that's what this is here, Bitcoin dominance. So from there, this has been an uptrend from there. So Bitcoin's been outperforming. If we can change, and you can see here, we're potentially about to break the pivot low here. That's not a reversal, but it'll be a good first sign. So we'd want to see something like this up and something like that. That would then confirm it. You'd be breaking, long-term trends and a rising wedge, change in market structure. So it's still not fully confirmed yet, but it's looking pretty good. And like I said, the surf's not pretty good. The surf's very good there when it does go. So make sure you've got eyes on it as well. And I'll just end with uranium because that was one I talked about here. So we bounced off the zag zone here. We punched up. We need to see now a higher low. So we need to see that come up and then get up through there. Once we get through there, things are looking good there as well. All right, guys, I'll leave it there. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. And if there's anything you'd like me to cover, please message in the comment there. I'll see what I can get to. And I will get you that altcoin video either Thursday or Friday this week. And I'll go through some of the ones that I'm looking at that are the strongest in some of the sectors. Take care, everyone. And see you on the next one.